Good morning. It is another wet and wintry week. Christmas is just around the corner, and as we enter the final month of December, we think it's a perfect time for a bit of reflection. And all week, we've been reflecting on one of the oldest and most treasured traditions here at Journey Further, the Friday Learn Together. Now, these are incredible sessions. They take place every Friday, and each week a member of the team will get up and will present to the group literally about anything. It could be something about their work, a hobby, a passion, an interest, or even a personal story. The whole point is to bring the team together so that we can all learn a little bit more about each other. Since they began back in 2017, there have been 162 sessions, which we equate to roughly 82 hours of incredible learning on some weird and wonderful topics. Now, over that time, there's bound to be some favourites, all right? Let's find out.
My favourite Learn Together so far has definitely been George Johnson's.
I've seen quite a few and there's some real standouts in there. Jess and Jambon have been great.
I'm going to have to go with one from Robin, and he talked to us all about how he approaches goal setting for the year.
Johnny Hemingway did one on mental health.
I think Jess did one on this game that she likes, and it's just quite interesting to see what people get up to, like outside work.
Steve's on autism and Jess is on dyslexia.
My favourite Learn Together would have to be the one Jess did, where she told us all about her dyslexic superpower. And the reason that was my favourite really stood out was just because how kind of like open, honest and personal it was.
The Learn Togethers are such a beautiful setup really, that you feel that, and I guess Journey Further as a whole, that you feel so comfortable to share things within those sessions. And you know, it's something that I found out I was dyslexic when I was at university, which is quite late to find out. You're coming out of university, you're entering the workplace. Do I say that I'm dyslexic? Do I not? Does that impact whether I get a job or not? And it was always something that I've wrestled with and not sure whether to share. But when I joined Journey Further, I wanted to share that because I don't see it as a disability or something to hold me back. It's a superpower, so it was nice to share that with everybody and them to learn a little bit more about it.
Just want to jump in here and say thank you to everyone who worked on the awesome merchandise Black Friday campaign. It was an incredible campaign to work on. Awesome merchandise, worked with a lot of bands, a lot of music clients. And so when they told us they wanted to work on the most heavy metal experience ever for Black Friday, we were really excited. And we turned it around in just 6 days. So thank you so much for everyone who worked on it. And doesn't it look really, really cool? Hey.
I think one of my favourite Learn Togethers has been Johnny's Morris dancing.
Oh my god, it was such a good laugh. It was hilarious. I think I was actually crying with laughter at the time.
He taught us a little bit about the history of Morris dancing and how he came about doing it as one of his hobbies. He got a few of us up and taught us how to do some of the steps and the movements and dances.
From memory, I think Will Anderson and Twiggy were the best Morris dancers that we have.
And I think that's what makes a really good Learn Together, having that interactive element where you can get more people involved and engage people.
Johnny Jambon, pretty much everyone remembers your Morris dancing Learn Together. I wasn't unfortunately here for it, but I hear it was incredible. It went down an absolute storm. Tell us a bit about it.
So it's something that I do obviously in life outside of the office, and it was something that is quite nice to share with other people as well. And it worked quite nicely, kind of following on from like a small presentation, like learning about it, because there's a lot of misconceptions, and then actually being able to get people to do it in the office straight after. It's quite a fun thing to do, so I think that helped massively.
And a little birdie by the name of Neil Aston tells me that way back when you did one where you played the hurdy-gurdy.
I mean, it's a bit of a shock if you've never heard or seen one before, and especially when I play it, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not that good.
Come on, I'm having none of that. Come on, Johnny, I know you've got it next to you. You know what to do.
Oh my god. Back to the other people.
My favourite Learn Together has to be John McManus's Becoming a Supple Leopard. It's always interesting to hear John's take on sport and performance, but for this he kind of took that book and made it really relevant for how we can work on our posture and how we can look after our bodies at work.
Beta, you did another super popular Learn Together all about veganism.
Yeah, so I did one January this year about veganism and plant-based diets, looking at the positive environmental and health impacts of making those changes in your diet.
And I know following your presentation, the business kind of took on board a load of your teachings and has since made a number of kind of plant-based and eco-friendly changes, which is amazing, right?
So we've been getting oat milk delivered to the office, been ordering more veggie food for the welcome lunches. I've had people from the office messaging me, telling me they've cut meat out for a specific day or a specific month, or they're going pescatarian. So it's been amazing. So yeah, I'm very excited for that one. So yeah, stay tuned.
Finally, is there a learn together that you'd love to see from one of the team?
Then I've heard that Shakira is very into Christmas and goes all out. So actually, in the spirit of Christmas, I quite like to hear if Shakira has all of her decorating and traditions that she does at Christmas. That'd be cool.
The ones that I like to hear are those, complete left of field ones that maybe are quite unexpected. I don't know if there's any of those still floating around the agency, but if there are, then they're the ones that seem to get the best response.
Lucy does quite a bit of singing, has been in bands and things, and I think that's an interesting topic.
Did someone say music? Jambon, to close out the show.